Hello, good evening. How's everybody doing? Fantastic. All right. Well, my name is Nikki Clarke, and you're here at the Nikki Clarke Show, live, GOlive Studios, and I'm so happy to be here. The weather outside, maybe a little frightful, but the people inside are so delightful, so make some big noise for yourself. And thank you. Thank you for joining wherever you are. You made the right choice. So the show is about transforming lives, one story at a time. And we invite people from all walks of life to come on and share their heart stories, their stories of empowerment and encouragement and upliftment. And I am so excited for you to meet some incredible people here tonight. So setting it off tonight is a powerful woman. She is an actor, she is a writer, she is a director and a producer, and she's got this incredible children's book called Feeling My Best. So please put your hands together for Charlene Sutherland. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Awesome.
Talk about my book, Feeling My Best.
Yes. Awesome. Well, you look fantastic. I love the orange.
So to you.
What do you think? Yes. Beautiful color.
I did this for you guys.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about your background leading up to all these incredible things that you do.
Yes, I was born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, and I always wanted to write a children's book. It's been something that has been drawn to me since I was young. Mm-hmm. Kids always walking up to me, smiling to me. Even kids that were crying, they will stop crying when they were sitting on my lap. And I noticed this a gift that I had, like a comforting people. And so I also started, my first love was dancing. I taught hip-hop classes to young kids, nice. Ages 7 to 9. I did like dance groups in high school. You know, I did like all the fun stuff to do, like hip-hop, salsa, ballet, all those jazz, different styles. Right. From there, I started doing modeling in my 20s and doing just different fashion shows and just going on runways and doing tear sheets for magazines. And then I went into acting, and then went into writing and becoming an author. And I just realized this is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's a place where I feel safe, and I could create and imagine storytelling for people to like see what I could put out there, and to get all these cool and amazing messages from people. It's just a really great feeling. Amazing.
So you're living your best life, feeling my best.
Yes.
So I hear that you're self-actualized. You're doing what you love. You're passionate about what you love, and you're in it. So tell me then, what other motivators were there to help you write this book?
I have a niece, Sienna, and 2 nephews, Mateo and Noah, and they're just so adorable, and they also were the ones that inspired me to start writing. And I just knew that like there's a lot of mental health issues going on in the world today, and I really just wanted a safe place for kids to read books, enjoy fun bonding time with their parents or with siblings. And I just felt like it was a need. It was something that was drawing me, especially after the pandemic and everything. I was like, I need to do something that's positive in the world and put it out there. So I'm just very stoked that everything came through. Even my best friend, Ramon, was even like, girl, you did it. Like, I remember you talking about this a year ago. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. So it all worked out.
It all worked out. And you've got some fans here. Can you let us know who's
my
here to support you?
My beautiful mother, Desiree, is here, Desiree Brady. And my friend, Lorraine, is here. And I'm so happy that she came in, to support me. So thank you.
Amazing. So that is fantastic. So it's available where? On Amazon?
Yes, Amazon. You could search in Feeling My Best, and there's an ebook, and there's a paperback book. So the book will go directly to your home. You don't have to leave your home. However, if you do, there's in-stores where you could go to Indigo at Yonge Eglinton, you just go to the store and you just find it under Growing Up, ages 3 to 8. Okay. And then also, too, we have it at Four Seasons Hotel in the boutique store.
Amazing.
Yes, I'm super stoked about that, And then also we have it at another story bookshop. So those are some of the places in Toronto that you could go and find my book. Yeah.
Wow. And I would love to see this in, the States, the
Yes.
Caribbean. Let's get it out there,
Yes.
definitely. Do you have any book signings coming up?
Yes, I do. I'm going to be doing a book signing in Nanaimo in British Columbia in September. They wanted me to come earlier, but unfortunately I have to go a little bit in September,
Yes.
which I'm super stoked about. And then I also want to set up some book signing here in Toronto during like July and August, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. So parents and educators, when they're reading this book, what are maybe 2 lessons they can learn from
I
this?
really want people who are reading this book to know that feeling your best is very important. This is for children, but also for adults as well.
Mm-hmm.
I find that people in life, they're so engaged in like getting stuff done, which is great,
Yes.
but you have to have a space for you to have fun and feel good, whether it's like, with the person you're with, whether it's you traveling or what it is or where it is, just for you to know that there's somewhere you could go and do and feel great about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want readers to like also know that positive emotions are like built on resilience, and it broadens our awareness like for like making problem solving better. And I just like want people to like, when they read this book, to take away from it and be like, you know what? I want to go and travel and do something today. Like, I want to go and do go-karting. I want to go and do something that I used to do when I was a kid, or like something fun to make them feel like, yeah, that was a good time. That was a good memory.
Yeah.
You know?
Joy is a beautiful way of resistance, isn't it?
Yes,
So
it
tap into your joy. Now, I don't often do this, but I'm going to ask you today. That's okay. Can you pick a page and read a part of the book?
Yes,
Thank you.
Totally, yeah.
Inspire us.
I feel my best when I wake up to my favorite song. I see my parents laughing, dancing too. I eat my favorite breakfast like. I eat my yummy snacks like. I feel my best when I sit on the couch to watch my favorite TV shows like. And it's also an activity book, so
Oh, wow.
these kids, I wanted them to brainstorm a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
bond with their parents, bond with their sibling, and think of what word they could put in the blanks, so that they're just not reading it and like going to sleep. They're actually thinking about different words they could put in.
Yes.
And I want them to use a pencil, because I know kids always change their mind. So, sometimes they will be like,
Erase
I'm
it,
into
yeah.
Spider-Man, and the next day they're like, I'm into Superman.
No,
And so,
not Spider-Man.
yeah, so I definitely wanted it where they could brainstorm, and it's more fun that way.
Okay, this is amazing. Yes, activity book that goes along with this. There's a lot of freedom of expression to sharpen creativity, and it's important to get the words out and to help children do that, so that they can be effective communicators. And that's the best way to show up, to other people, that you can express yourself in a really amazing way. So thank you for showing us how to do that.
Thank you.
And bringing joy back. So thank you. Where can people find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me at Shailene Sutherland, or you can find me at Sutherland Publishing _ and on Twitter @Sutherland03.
Okay, and again, where to buy the book?
Oh yes, you could go to Amazon, you could go to Four Seasons Hotel, and in the boutique area, you could go to Another Story bookstore, and you go to Indigo at Yonge and Eglinton. Also, my website is authorshailenesutherland.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for signing my book.
Yes.
I really appreciate it. I think I have some grandkids coming up soon, hopefully, and I'd be happy to read that to them.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
All right. Follow her on social media. Thank you so much. Feeling my best. We'll be right back.
On my knees again, I'm praying. God, give me strength for one more day. Lay my burdens at your feet. No problem, no battle you can't defeat. My heart belongs to you. 'Cause only your love can see me through. For your love, I surrender. For your love, I remember. For your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, no longer living that flat line. Saving me was part of your design. I put my life in your hand. You're always forgiving, you understand. Thank you, Lord, for what you do. 'Cause only your love can see me through. For your love, I surrender. For your love, I remember. For your love, I surrender. For your love, I remember. For your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, for your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, for your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, for your love, ooh, for your love, ooh. Always forever, always forever. Always forever, always forever.
All right, welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. And how's everybody doing? All right, all right, all right. I love that. I love the energy. I looked out in the audience and it grew. More people came, so fantastic. I love it. It's a fantastic Friday night, and super excited to be back with yet another amazing guest. And look what I'm holding. Doesn't she look strong? In Jamaicans, we say, "Trong body." Trong. So I'm really, really excited for you to meet an inspirational woman, the amazing Noelle Davis. Welcome.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for having me today.
Awesome. Noelle, you are just, you have such an incredible story. You are a gym owner.
Yes.
And thank you for making the trip from Philadelphia. Amazing. Yeah. She drove down with her mom. Hi, Mom. Thank you for doing that. Brought her here safely. Appreciate you. So you are a personal trainer.
Yes.
You are a gym owner, and you're motivating people to stay strong. But you come from an interesting background. You were formerly an archaeologist.
Yes.
What's the story? Yeah. Brainy and beautiful. So tell us, how did that happen? Tell us about your background.
So originally I was similar. What we just heard, children change their minds every day. And
women.
Yes. And when I was coming up in school, I ended up doing something terrible, in which now I go away around the schools and I tell them, don't do what I did. I wasn't eating right. Eat your breakfast. I fell asleep in class in 3rd grade. And I had a teacher that basically told me, get up. I want you to read this paragraph, because she could have just let me sleep, but she cared about my well-being. Mm-hmm. And she told me to get up and read a paragraph, which was about Howard Carter. He's the one that discovered King Tut in 1922.
Okay.
And when I read this, just a week ago, I told my mom I was going to be a dancer. And before that, I told her I was going to be a singer. And I ran home and I said, I want to be an archaeologist when I grow up. And she looked at me and said, okay. And after that, I was going through my walk-in life, going through middle school, going through high school, and when it was time to go to college, the same way how she drove me all the way here to Toronto, she drove me to Atlanta to go check out schools, all over the U.S. to go check out schools just to see where I wanted to be. In high school, when I went to a vocational school, she said, I don't want you in fashion. I was like, but that's where all my friends are. She said, drafting is what's going to set you on the right path. Okay. And so she lined up. When I said I didn't want to be in that college, she said, go study abroad. I ended up in Manchester University in England studying archaeology. Then I did a dig in Italy, and I became an archaeologist 2 months after graduating college on my first federal project.
Wow.
And as I'm living out my dream, I was 12 when I wanted to be this. And I finally reached my dream by 21 years old. I was rear-ended in a car accident that changed my life.
Oh my goodness.
And it gave me lower lumbar bulges, nerve damage down my legs. It was just a lot. And every day I'm going to the physical therapist. I was in physical therapy over a year and a half, and I said, what can I do to get back to archaeology? And I think I was annoying him at this point. And he was like, go to the gym to work out and build your core. Like, I'm small, I don't need to go to the gym. He said, trust me, when you build your back, your core, your back strength will come back. And as I'm in this gym and I'm working out at the YMCA, I found an accountability partner. I said, I want to look like you. She said, well, I want to look like you. Let's work out. And she held me accountable to my goals. And little did I know someone was watching me. And a woman came up to me and said, I want to get you certified as a personal trainer because I know one day you are going to touch a lot of people's lives, and I see something in you. She said, I know it costs thousands of dollars. I'm going to pay for it because I see something in you.
She paid for it. Wow.
Yeah. And when that happened, I got the certification. I said, okay, I'm going back to archaeology because that's my love. I moved from New Jersey to Philadelphia, and I met another person that was a part of my walk. And she said, girl, you got a gift. Put your business cards in here. And we have Planet Fitness in America. And I'm like, they're going to kick me out. She said, just try it. 2 years after that, I opened my very first gym in Old City, Philadelphia.
Amazing.
And I never imagined opening up a gym, being on all the news stations in Philadelphia, being in Philadelphia Magazine, being in Strong Magazine as a woman to watch in 2019 to now being, in 2021 to now being on the front cover of Strong Magazine 2 years later. So it's just been a wonderful journey. And what means the most to me is that I can tell my mom, Google Noelle Davis, Paris Fit, and it pops up. And it says archaeologist turned personal trainer. Because when everybody told me that an archaeologist isn't an African-American woman and as small as me, my mom was in my corner telling me, you're gonna be an archaeologist. And now the world recognizes me as that.
They sure do. Oh my goodness. Powerful, absolutely powerful. And behind every powerful woman is a powerful mom. So thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
That's fantastic. All right, so you're in this, and thank you for my copy of Strong Magazine, and I will definitely enjoy that shortly. But I wanted to ask you some of the myths that kind of float around about working out. Can you talk about maybe one or two that people have some preconceptions about working out all the time?
The main one is our ladies. So a lot of ladies believe that when you lift weights, you'll get bulky and you'll look like a man automatically.
Yeah.
It takes time. And a lot of times people don't realize when you want to look lean and toned, you have to lift these weights. I'm not saying go to the gym and bench press 250 pounds, but when you start to use weights as far as like deadlifting or weighted squats, it actually helps you tone. So I will encourage ladies to use the weights, do the cardio. The weights will not turn you into a bulky man overnight.
You won't be the Incredible Hulk anytime soon. No. Okay. That will take time and lots of effort.
Yes,
right?
and a lot of creatine and a lot of amino acids.
All right, so myth out there, that's dispelled.
Yeah.
What's another one that you hear a lot?
A lot of people feel if I don't eat, I'll lose all the weight instantly.
Right.
Our metabolism is what makes that. Like for me, I have a very fast metabolism.
Yeah.
But for a person whose metabolism is slow, it doesn't always work like that. A lot of times people feel like you don't eat and you lose weight. I'll never forget my very first client. She was so fatigued. And I said, well, did you eat? She said, no, because I'm trying to lose weight. Believe it or not, you're supposed to eat throughout the day. Small meals. You have to have small meals. But to believe it or not, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Just proportion. Proportion size matters.
Yes.
I'm not saying starve yourself. Don't starve yourself. You'll create other issues. But eat and eat in moderation.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. We can eat. And eat. Just watch the portions. And yeah, good stuff. And then what are a couple of benefits of working out regularly?
Couple of benefits of working out. So right now I have made my main focus a part of the obesity rate. And what I kind of enjoy is that I came here, I was looking at the numbers. I said, well, what is the obesity rate in Toronto? And it's very similar to Philadelphia. So a lot of people don't know that the obesity rate for over adults in Philadelphia and Toronto is over 60%.
Okay.
And for children, it's over 30%. You create chronic diseases that way, especially as a child. You're going to have different diabetes, heart attacks, hypertension. There's so many different things that come along with it. So when you exercise and you eat proper, you avoid that. You prevent it. So the benefit of working out, I would say, of exercising and just having an overall healthier lifestyle is you prevent chronic diseases later on down your life.
Okay.
And another one, right now, I feel like the world has just shifted a lot, especially after 2020. And a lot of people have depression more than they ever did. The economy, depression, anxiety. Exercising is a therapeutic outlet. When people work out, they feel better. You're in a better mood. You have more energy. So I would say that that's just two, but there's way more. You feel more self-confident. You feel beautiful. You feel strong. You feel everything underneath the sun. And I feel like exercising makes you into the person that you want to be, and it makes you love yourself more. And I feel like we need more people on this earth that love themselves, because then there won't be as much hurt people that's trying to hurt people.
Yes, I love that. That's so true. Yeah. It slows down aging too, doesn't it? Yes. Yes. No wrinkles. No wrinkles. Fantastic. So what's in the box?
Gym in a box. You want to open it? It's your gift.
It's for me?
It's for you.
Right. Of course. Well,
We can open it.
yeah,
So let me
we'll
help you
open
here.
it together. Thank you so much. Okay. I like the gold. Very nice. Now, this is something that you can purchase on your website, or, okay, and this is for me. Thank you so much. All right, so Gym in the, there's so many goodies in here. Please help me.
So Gym in a Box comes with our welcome card. We also have a fitness app that is available on the Google Play and App Store. We also have our 3 fabric hip bands. Hip bands are different from the mini loop bands because they are better for leg exercises with the anti-slip, so that you can get those good
nice.
squats in. It comes in 3 different sizes.
Got to get the
small,
squats
medium,
in,
and
right?
large.
No slippage.
And the cool part about it is one of these bands are equivalent to 20 pounds. One is equivalent to 50 pounds. One is equivalent to 90. We have our stretch strap. So for those that need a good stretch afterwards, we have the indicated letters so that you know where you're going to put your foot for the stretching. We have our mini loop bands. It's literally a gym in a box. Our mini loop bands that are very popular. They go from light, extra light, all the way to extra heavy.
It's like bottomless.
We have our fitness sliders, which is good for our core.
Oh my goodness.
We have our
Thank
Swiss
you.
ball that you can pump up. Yep, there goes the pump.
There's
you
the
can
pump.
put your kids to work. It's a fun
goes
activity
with
to
the
keep
pump.
them preoccupied for
And
at
there's
least
glitter
15
in here
minutes.
too.
And then we have our 11-pack long bands that you can do different arm exercises. You can anchor it to your door so that you can get a good back workout in. And it has different straps and also different sizes included in there with some exercises.
I am so grateful. Thank you so
A
much.
fitness timer so that you can time those planks. I have
Wow.
a 68-year-old that does at least a 4-minute plank.
I think
Shout out
it's
to Kathleen.
Awesome. Oh, thank
And
you.
like I said, we have a app that has over 200 workouts to show you how to use each and everything in this box. And also in Strong Magazine, if you go to my lovely pages that they put together for me, we show you some exercises that you can do.
Ooh, well, I wonder if you could demonstrate maybe one or two.
Yeah.
And I'd like to introduce a very special friend. Please welcome Director Huss. He's going to demonstrate with you, if that's okay. Director Huss, Noel, Director Huss. So, all right, so I will kind of see what, so tell me, what are we going to be doing?
So I already said it before we got on camera that if a man does it, he has to do push-ups. But what I want to show you is he's going to do push-ups before our ladies. I'm going to show you a trick that nobody ever taught us on how to do push-ups. So this way, we don't always have to go on the knees to do the girl push-ups. We'll do it the same way as the men, just with a little assistance.
Are you okay with that? Okay, great. He has to be. All right, I'll sit and watch.
So for the women, you have your band. You're going to put it above the elbows. We're going to come down. We're going to do it together. You got that, okay? And 1, the resistance of the bands push you up. I tore my neck. Keep going. In 3 places. And when I tore my neck, it was hard for me to do push-ups. With these bands, it's pushing my body up and allowing me to out-push-up him.
Good. Why am I sweating? Awesome. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good.
All right.
Health is wealth.
Thank you so much.
Good for everybody.
Director Huss, everybody. Thank you for doing that. You're a great sport. Awesome. So, so that is fantastic. Thank you so much for the demonstration and all the wonderful gifts. So, so what do you have coming up next?
So
You have any
next-
workshops?
The next big thing would be our back to school drive. So I've been doing a lot of annual type of events. We just previously had our National Workout Day, which was our 3rd annual, and now we're going to have our 4th annual back to school drive. So when we do these drives, we like to incorporate big companies. So I partner with Under Armour. I'm a partner with Aetna. That's our healthcare. So there's ShopRite. We have so many big sponsors that comes out, even Staples, that provide things for the children. We also do a workout to help lower the obesity rate and to tell the children the importance about working out, especially when they're trying to take away physical education in
Yes,
schools.
yes.
We just want them to understand, yes, you could do screenplay and play all your video games, but you have to be active. So that is like a little bit behind why I do my back to school drive as well. And then we just continue different things. We're having a Pride event, just a Pride event to help people understand that you are loved, allowing them to have a safe space to work out and to meet new people and to share their experience this month. And then we also have our breast cancer awareness event that will be coming up in October. Last year we did something with Foot Locker.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for
Thank
everything you
you.
do. And tell us, how can we find you in Philadelphia
You
and
can-
where to meet you on social media?
Yes, you can find me at my studio located in Old City, Philadelphia at 221B Vine Street. And then you can also find me at www.getparisfit.com. That's my gym in the background. Or you can follow me on Instagram at ParisFitPhilly, at ParisFit Studios, and on YouTube at ParisFit.
Amazing. I am so happy you made the trip down from Philadelphia.
Thank
It's an
you.
honor. Thank
Thank
you so
you for
much for the
having
beautiful
me.
gifts. All right. Noelle Davis, everyone.
Thank
Please
you.
follow her on social media and go visit her in Philly. We'll be back.
Someone told me that if you want to manifest your future husband, you got to put it out there. So this song is dedicated to my future husband, wherever he is. You got me. Baby, 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 you really something. I'm tripping off your loving. Tell me how you do that. Saw the tides of love come and go, and this time I know for sure, 'cause you got me. You got me in the morning and my candlelight. You got me without warning. Yeah, you got me. You got me. You got me in the morning and my candlelight. You got me without warning. Yeah, you got me. You got me. Baby, 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 tell me what you're thinking. I hope
All right, thank you so much for joining us here. Another wellness check. How's everyone doing? Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for joining us here at the Nikki Clarke Show live at the GOlive studios. And again, if you're just joining us, you can know more about the show if you go to the website, NikkiClarkeNetwork.com. We've got 15 years of inspirational episodes, stories that can help you get unstuck in your professional or personal life. And we touch on every single topic. So I hope that you'll take a look there. And also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, we want to hear from you. So you can email us at contact@NikkiClarkeNetwork.com. So we've been having so much excitement on the show, and it's continuing to grow. I am very, very honored to have this next guest. She is a financial coach. She's a mother of 4. She is the founder of a non-for-profit, and she's not stopping. No excuses. So please welcome Sue-Ann Baksh-Lore to the show.
Thank you. Thanks, Nikki.
Oh, it's such a pleasure having you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. And I recognize someone in the audience.
Yeah.
Yes, your husband, Mark. He's been on the show a couple of times, so good to
Yes.
see him. So how's the family?
Everybody's doing well, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really good. That's really good. And I know that you've been doing a lot of community work. You've been doing some motivational speeches
Yeah.
and that. So I know the great work that we see, but there's always a story behind the story.
Yeah.
So tell me about what led you here.
Yeah. So I actually work for a bank, one of the top 5 banks in Canada, and I've been working in the financial industry for over 25 years. And what happened is when I was a financial advisor working in Canadian bank branches, I had a lot of clients that came and sat down in front of me, different situations, different walks of life. And there were some instances where I had clients where their relationships had changed, whether it was a breakdown in a relationship or they'd suddenly become widowed. And their partner or their spouse was the one that did all of the banking, and they had no idea of even the simplest banking terms. And so there I was sitting with them whilst they're in tears, walking them through Banking 101. And so as a banker, a lot of times we take for granted, because we're in that industry and this is something that we do every single day, we take it for granted that there are others out there who we just assume that they understand financial literacy or that they have financial literacy. But working in that role opened my eyes. And then also on a personal level, I was married for 18 years. Unfortunately, it was a toxic relationship. Myself and my children are survivors of domestic violence. In my 20s, I was financially stable. I had a house, I owned a car, I was starting my career, I was starting to grow my family. I had it all. And what makes my story unique is that anybody can sit, and talk about finances or teach financial literacy, but I've actually walked the struggle, the financial struggle. I had it all and I lost it. I was facing foreclosure, just trying to make ends meet, $40 for groceries a week with 3 children at that time. So I know what it's like to struggle. And then through resiliency, through perseverance and faith, I survived. I survived. I became a single mother on a single income with these 4 kids, and I had to find a way to make it through and raise them. But then I was fortunate enough recently to meet my husband, Mark, and we were married in April. And so I've grown to becoming a mother of 9 children.
Say what now?
Yeah.
9?
So yeah, perfect. The blended family. When I say blended family, we are a blended family.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So to have lost it all and to now have rebuilt again, and that's what has made me realize that going through that journey, that there are so many other women out there who need help. Not only women, men too, but there's a need to teach and to educate, and that's what led me with my husband Mark to create our nonprofit organization and our business as well, Excel No Excuses.
Excel, no excuses. I love that. Yes. Well, I thank you so much for the courage of sharing your story. I think it resonated with all of us listening to that. And for myself, having gone through something very similar to you, raising 3 kids, having it, and then going on the other side and then coming back.
Yes.
It's quite a journey. So I commend you on how well you've done, very gracefully.
Thank you.
But it's really amazing how you talk to people and they're still in a place where they have $1 million ideas. They are go-getters, but they still don't know how to do the simple balancing their own checkbooks.
Yes.
So the personal financial literacy piece is really huge, and I'm a huge champion of teaching children, as early as possible how to save and the different options that can lead to generational wealth.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
yeah. That's amazing. So tell us now about the nonprofit Excel No Excuses.
So actually, the nonprofit organization is Life to the Fullest, and then our business is Excel No Excuses.
Okay.
So I'll tell you a little bit about Life to the Fullest. Sure. So that's really where we had started initially when Mark and I joined forces. We had talked about our goals, and my passion is women and children, and his is homelessness. So we decided to get together and Life to the Fullest is about empowering, motivating, and aspiring. So we do full circle workshops. We collaborate within our community. So shout out to Blessed Cuts out in Whitby, Ontario, one of our partners out there. So we host a lot of workshops, financial literacy, growth and development, personal growth and development workshops as well. So what we do is a little bit of everything, whether it is resume writing, getting job preparedness. For myself, it's the financial literacy piece. So I teach, the basic principles of financial literacy. I even have clients that I sit down with, and I've done one-on-one in terms of budgeting and just going over financial reviews. So we do that. We've done the homeless outreach as well. So in the wintertime, we did go out and we handed out sleeping bags and hot chocolate. And
beautiful.
Yeah, we do that as well. So yeah, a little bit of everything is what we do in our communities. And we actually also help some families as well that were new to Canada. So we do that. There's a newcomer program under our organization. And so providing clothing, we do food and clothing donations as well to needy families.
That's fantastic. Awesome. That is really amazing. And then the business that you do with your husband, Excel No Excuses.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes. On the side, we just recently started our business, Excel No Excuses. And our signature phrase is decide, be, and do.
Decide, be, and do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what it is just the no excuse mindset. So Mark is our no excuse coach, and I partnered with him in the business. Of course, my part is the financial literacy piece. I work out the finances, whether it's personal or small business, because with the individual finances, it's different from a small business perspective, because small business is more about the monthly financial statements and having a business plan and that kind of thing. And so we recognize that there are individuals who are investing their life into their businesses. They may not know how to do that. They're stuck. And so they need a bit of help. And we create excuses in our mind, right? I may not be able to do that. Oh, I don't think it's going to work. Or you have family members or friends who are saying, why do you want to do that for, right? Like, that's not going to work. So we want to get you away from that. Get rid of the excuses. You can make it happen. That's what we want to do. And so we do paid speaking events as well as paid coaching and mentoring workshops. And we even have clients right now. So on the small business side, we have clients that we're working to help them grow their startup businesses. So we're doing that as well.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. And I like what you said, living your life with no excuses. That means just really overcoming a lot of limiting beliefs.
Yes.
And yes, you talked about the environment, kind of propagating that idea that you can't, or you shouldn't, or you wouldn't. And there are a lot of great people who bury great ideas because of what they hear in their environment. In a similar situation, I mean, I was happily teaching for many years, but when I first threw out the idea that I wanted to have a talk show, everybody's like, no. How are you going to do that? You're going to leave like a safe 9-to-5 corporate to go into something that you're not really that prepared for.
Exactly.
And I said, okay, watch me.
Right.
And then I can't say that it was easy. There were a lot of ups and downs, but 15 years later, it is what it is now. So
it is. Yeah, good for you. Yeah. And that's what it takes too, because I mean, I've been there myself. My husband's been there. We're told you can't do that. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who say, I don't think that's right for you. You're not going to be able to do that. But if you have that mindset, you have to maintain that positive mindset, and you have to persevere and say, you know what, I can do it. Tell yourself you can do it. Change starts with us, right? So we're the ones who have to make that change, and that's what we're trying to do with our business. Is we want to share that message and spread that word and encourage others to be their very best, right? We wouldn't be where we are today if we just sat on the idea, right? And that's what we want to do, is to help others. And so we decided, you know what? Decide, be, and do. We're gonna do it.
Decide, be, and do. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. If you had just believed that your circumstance was your reality, then where would you be now? So it's so important to keep moving forward with no excuses.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I love that. So where can people find you? Where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at Suanne Lorray, SUEANNLORRAY. On Facebook, Suanne Lorray, and my email is suannelorray@gmail.com.
Fantastic. And do you have any upcoming speaking events that we can support you?
We do have something that's coming up in July. So we do our workshops with Blessed Cuts out in Whitby there. So I'll send out that information so that you can share that date when it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely spread the good news. And I just want to ask you something. It's just totally candid. For someone watching right now and they're going through a situation, and we know that all negative situations are temporary, but what could you advise them right now if they just need to hear that one word? How would you encourage them?
I would say have faith. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what I would say. When you ask for help, you don't realize how many people are out there willing to help you and how many doors of opportunities you can open up for yourself. Do not give up. You can do it.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Nikki.
you. Thank you, Suanne. And please reach out to Suanne Lorray on social media. No excuses. Only excel. We'll be back.
On my knees again, I'm praying. God, give me strength for one more day. Lay my burdens at your feet. No problem, no battle you can't defeat. My heart belongs to you. 'Cause only your love can see me through. For your love, I surrender. For your love, I remember. For your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, no longer living a flat line. Saving me was part of your design. I put my life in your hand. You're always forgiving, you understand. Thank you, Lord, for what you do. 'Cause only your love can see me through. For your love, I surrender. For your love, I remember. For your love, I surrender. For your love, I remember. For your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, for your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, for your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. Ooh, for your love, ooh, for your love, ooh. Always forever, always forever, always forever.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. How you doing? Yay. All right, it's been just a phenomenal evening. I've learned so much. I am so inspired. I'm motivated. I want to work out. I want to invest. I'm definitely going to read books when I go home. But one of the things, if you know me really well, is that I love music. I grew up listening to soul, reggae, classical music, and I'm classically trained as a vocalist. So I want to invite you all to October 27th. I'm having a 15th anniversary party here in the studio, and I'm going to perform some songs with some very good, talented musical friends of mine. So I hope you can come down. It's going to be from 7 to 9. We're going to have music, cake, and lots of dancing and celebrating 15 years of transforming lives one story at a time. So you heard it here first. All right. So, yes, closing the show is a very talented gentleman. He's an artist and an entrepreneur, and he's here to tell us about his story and give us an outstanding performance. So please put your hands together for Brandon Burnside.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for having
You're
me.
welcome. Yeah, you look very dapper. I like what
it.
you're wearing. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'll
we
put on my
coordinate.
best.
Coordinate for sure. So tell us about how this all happened. Like you have you have a few things that you do. You have a business, and you're an artist. So the artist side, when did that develop, and who are your musical inspirations?
So my artist side kind of developed at an early age, right? I was originally born from Jamaica.
Big up Jamaica.
Right? So I come from a very, cultural background.
Yeah.
Music was always playing anytime that we were in the house. So I was always inspired from that. And just through life cycles, going through life, I found that, exercising my creative side was the best way through music. So once I figured that out, I've been running with it ever since. I try to just express myself as best as I can through my music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, now I'm going to ask you some questions.
Of course.
So where in Jamaica are you from?
I'm from Kingston, Portmore.
Kingston. Okay.
Portmore
Okay.
specifically.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I was born in Kingston, but grew up in St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, nice.
Does
nice.
that make sense?
Yeah, my mother's from St. Elizabeth as well,
Okay.
so close to home.
More questions after the show. So you said you were growing up to a lot of music. So I'm assuming reggae. Like, can you name some of the artists, some of the soul artists, maybe?
Yeah, so one of the big ones was Vibes Cartel. He was a big influence in my neighborhood back where we lived in Jamaica. So that was one of the great influences. Since we moved from Jamaica at a very early age for me, I found inspiration through different artists, different genres, not just reggae, that I've been able to utilize and take little pieces from in my music as well.
Okay. And when did you notice, or maybe someone in your family noticed that you had this talent? And did you just pick up the spoon one day at the dinner table and started rapping? When did it happen?
It's funny. It really started at school, and one of the great influences for me was my brother. My brother was the first one that kind of started making beats, and he opened my eyes to being creative and kind of expressing yourself through music. And, as I said, through life cycles and hanging out with friends, I quickly noticed that I was able to put words together a lot better than my friends. And I've always been running with it ever since. So that's kind of what influenced me, was my brother and my friendship with my friends. Yeah.
Great. All right, so you're a wordsmith. You're, good at coordinating rhymes and music.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you have your first performance, paid performance?
So my first paid performance was actually at my school. They actually paid for me to perform in front of the entire school for them.
Okay.
And
No pressure.
No pressure, right? It was my friend, so I kind of took the load off. But it was for a fundraiser. It was for a charity event. And I was fortunate enough for them to actually pay me for that. And that was one of the best performances that I did, because I was actually able to give back to my school, some of the people that I grew up with, see me do what I actually do best, right?
Okay. As an artist, well, as a an artist in the genre of like maybe R&B and hip hop, rap and soul in Canada. Do you find that there's some challenges here as an artist than maybe our neighbors to the south or anywhere else? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to say that Toronto in general has amazing artists.
Yes.
Right? So it's a super talented city. But one of the things that I kind of feel that we face right now is not being able to break through mainstream. Just like you compare to America, it's a much bigger audience,
Yes.
you know, so we don't have the same exposure that America has.
Yes.
So that's kind of the
And it's a
difficult.
bigger population.
Bigger population as well.
Consuming, yes.
You
that
got it.
music.
You got it. So that's kind of the difficulty is just kind of, you know, get opportunities to be on the radio, be in front of the television, and go mainstream in the way that I kind of want to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. So let's talk about the business side. So
Yes.
what is that? What is the name and tell us the parts of what you do?
Yeah. So the company that I have right now is called Right Track Solar. So we design solar systems for residential homeowners as well as commercial properties. And a lot of people who don't know what solar is, you know, solar is just a renewable source of energy powered from the sun, right? So we design systems for homeowners from beginning to end. We have a team that does the engineering, the permitting, the commissioning, the installation, and we kind of hold the customer's hand the entire step of the way. And the real goal of solar is to help everyone eliminate their electricity bill while also helping to save the environment, because global warming is such a huge crisis nowadays.
Right.
I feel good that I'm able to give back to people in a way that they can see the return in the long run, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's solar panels.
Solar
that's the way to go.
panels, yeah.
So how long does it take to kind of renovate your home to adapt to solar paneling?
Yeah, the whole process takes about 4 to 10 weeks to complete.
Okay.
Right? So, as I said, we hold your hand the entire step of the way, but we do everything from the permitting to getting the installation completed. That whole process can be a little while, but in total, it takes about 10 weeks to complete a full project.
10 weeks to complete. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you save so much on your electricity
So
bill.
much. The benefits are endless.
The benefits are endless. I love that. All right. Well, and what is the name of that? It was solar.
Right Track Solar.
Right Track Solar. And what's the website for that? If
So
people
you
wanna
can reach
out?
us at rtsolar.ca, and we're also available on Instagram at rtsolar.ca. So we do installations in Ontario as well as we're available in the USA markets as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're across Canada.
All
This-
across Canada.
All right, very accessible. All right, so now I'm really excited
Yes.
to hear your music.
Awesome.
So set us up, and then after the break, we're gonna hear your amazing performance. So what are we gonna be listening to?
Yeah, so this is my new single that just came out. It's called Pull Up. This is just inspiration for all the ladies. If you guys ever want to just have a good vibe when you're riding around, or anyone just looking to enjoy good music, this is a song for you.
Okay. All right. So we're here now with Brandon Birdside. We're going to take a break, come back, and you're going to listen to Pull Up. So don't go anywhere. Pull Up right back.
Someone told me that if you want to manifest your future husband, you got to put it out there. So this song is dedicated to my future husband, wherever he is. You got me. Baby, 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 you really something. I'm tripping off your loving. Tell me how you do that. Saw the tides of love come and go, and this time I know for sure, 'cause you got me. You got me in the morning and by candlelight. You got me without warning. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
All right. So please put your hands together for Burns. Pull up.
Let's go, Toronto. Thank you, Nikki Clarke, for having me. Appreciate it. Pull up. Hop out with a GG, drop down. You know I like it when you freaky. Tell me that it's real, promise that you never leave me. Everything for sale, I ain't giving out no freebies. I'm feeling like a star, but I'm stuck off in the D-League. Just gotta say the word, then I got you like a genie. Racks on me all the time, I make it look easy. When I ain't around, you know I want you to feel me. Baby, you know we ain't got no issue. Take off because I remind you of a missile. Back strong and your arch game too official. And I got you busting back to back just like a pistol. Might drop a bag in one day. That's just some chump change. Shoes, they be ball made. You know I'm a run game. Can't see I'm sticking to myself. I'm in my own lane. Hop out with a double cup. I let it dose. When I'm feeling like I broke the code, I found a blueprint. I couldn't see the signs. I was so clueless. How can I be scared when I'm young and I'm ruthless? You ain't gotta ask me. You know I do this. Pull up. Hopped out with a GG, drop down. You know I like it when you freaky. Tell me that it's real, promise that you never leave me. Everything for sale, I ain't giving out no freebies. I'm feeling like a star, but I'm stuck off in the D-League. Just gotta say the word, then I got you like a genie. Racks on me all the time, I make it look easy. When I ain't around, you know I want you to feel me. First place, if I can't win it, I don't feel right. On go, and she always gon' give me the green light. Stay down, I'm trying to get used to the fast life. I'm the one they pass the ball to when it's crunch time. Yeah, I know he got that thing too, but I'ma bust mine. Just cause I'm acting nonchalant, don't mean I ain't trying. Right hand, hit him so quick, he feel like he flying. I be mixing with the drink at the same time. I done spent so many years standing at the front line, and I got what they need, it look like a lunch line. Girl, you like my better half, look how we combine. For you, I'll do anything, I'll turn it to Columbine. Pull up, hopped out with a GG, drop down. You know I like it when you freaky. Tell me that it's real, promise that you never leave me. Everything for sale, I ain't giving out no freebies. I'm feeling like a star, but I'm stuck off in the D-League. Just gotta say the word, then I got you like a genie. Racks on me all the time, I make it look easy. When I ain't around, you know I want you to feel me. Whoa. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Pull up!
Pull up, pull up.
Thank you. That's amazing. All right, give you a hug. All right. This is so amazing. So where can people find the music?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, on Spotify, iTunes, all streaming platforms. You can search me on Burns. Instagram, I'm at SMP Burns, TikTok, YouTube. You can also find me on that as well.
Okay, wonderful. Really enjoyed that. Did you like that? I saw the ladies were like, pull up, yeah. I think that's a great summer song, you know, with the top down in your car. Yeah. That'd be me tonight. So, yeah, oh, okay. Well, I just want to thank you for being a guest here, and I want to thank all the guests for being so fantastic, amazing, just really taking the time to share incredible stories. My mind is just blown right now. I don't know about you. I'm at a loss for words, and that's hard to do. So thank you very much. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. I hope that you've been uplifted in a very special way. You've been touched in a very special way. So join us again, the next taping. And if you'd like to be a guest, just reach out to us, NikkiClarkeNetwork.com. Thank you so much. Have a blessed evening. Love you. We'll see you next time.